Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news updates. Wike, 12 other key perpetrators to face US, UK, EU, Canada, others over crime against humanity. Yes, talking about the former governor of Rivers State, the former chief of army staff, talking about Borotai. They are going to face US, UK, EU over a crime against humanity they committed. An international organization is taking this case up. Now, one of two residents of Obibo, Rivers State, who were raided by the Nigerian Army in late October 2020 are still languishing in secret military detention. A report from these international organizations have stated it clearly. Yes, the Obibo massacre, they said Wike will not go scot-free. Said this thing will not be swept under the carpet. These guys, these residents of Obibo who were abducted, they are languishing in this secret detention dungeon scattered across northern Nigeria. Jaba, Zungeru, Suleja, Bida, Kotangora, even in Nasarawa, Kaduna. So the group said 2 Borotai, Nyesom Wike, and 11 key perpetrators of these heinous crimes, they will not go unpunished. Yes. Now the report titled "Inside Wike's Bloody Era in Obibo, Rivers State: An Unspeakable Account of the Nigerian Army War Grade Invasion, Crackdown, and Deadly Use of Force." Yes, that is International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. Research, the Equintia Research Institute and Organization in Chicago, United States. Now, their report stated as follows. The Nigerian Army massacre and abductions in Obibo lasted for 20 days, from October 21 to November 10, 2020, while placement of the area under siege lasted from October 21, 2020 to December 2021. Shockingly to that, not even a single perpetrator or aider and abettor, including former Governor Nyesom Wike and 12 other key perpetrators, all retired and serving senior army officers, has been fished out and put on trial either locally or internationally. The Nigerian Army massacre in Obibo, Rivers State, a densely Igbo-populated area, occurred as a result of the NSAS protests across Nigeria in October 2020 and crude and deadly crackdown measures adopted by the Nigerian security forces. The NSAS protests were organized by aggrieved citizens against atrocious conduct of the dreaded Special Anti-Robbery Squad of Nigerian Police Force, swiftly renamed SWAT, and were stored as SARS since 2022. In the killings and property destructions that followed, estimated number of deaths was put at no fewer than 400. Defenseless citizens and squads of police personnel and soldiers across the country, during which properties worth billions of naira were burned down or wantonly destroyed. In Rivers State, South Nigeria, Governor Nyesom Wike, as he then was, took the protest personnel and turned them into a political weapon and settlement of scores with leadership of IPOB. He not only incited security agencies, including police and army against Igbo residents in Obibo and the videos, but also politicized the mob killing of some security personnel during the NSAS protest in Rivers State, as he tagged them terrorist acts perpetrated by IPOB. This was even when dozens of defenseless citizens were also shot at close range and killed during the protests by soldiers and police personnel in the state, and the rest of the country were not less than 400 unarmed citizens and dozens of security personnel, including soldiers and police personnel, also lost their lives. In addition to the politicization of the Obibo NSAS protest, Governor Nyesom Wike, as then was, on October 21, 2020, declared a curfew in Obibo and evidence and invited Nigerian Army to, according to him, quote, flush out IPOB terrorists in the area who killed 6 soldiers and 4 police personnel and burned police stations. In the end, no fewer than 130 defenseless residents were killed, 150 deadly injured and 540 men and 80 women of productive age brackets abducted. Dozens, about 40 of the 80 abducted ÒbÍbò women, were also alleged to have been sexually abused in military captivity. The most shocking was the fact that no fewer than 152 of the 620 abducted ÒbÍbò residents are still missing in the hands of soldiers of the Nigerian Army since late October 2020. We have also observed that the immediate past governor of Nigeria under retired Major General Muhammadu Buhari and the immediate past government of Nigeria, of course, under retired Major General Muhammadu Buhari and current central government headed by Bola Tinubu have continuously rewarded key perpetrators of heinous crimes and atrocities, including those frontally involved in the ÒbÍbò Àŕmÿ massacre and abductions, who have been rewarded with key government appointments, including top military and security promotions and postings, or as key government cabinet ministers. A clear case in point was the recent appointment of former Governor Wike of Rivers State, a leading perpetrator in the ÒbÍbò Àŕmÿ massacre and abductions, as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in charge of the Federal Capital Territory. It is a strong recommendation and firm stand that former Governor Wike in particular should be sacked as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in charge of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and he, alongside 12 other key perpetrators, declared unfit to occupy any elective or appointive public office locally and internationally for their roles in the ÒbÍbò Àŕmÿ massacre and abductions. The key 13 perpetrators and others at large should be placed on permanent international visa bans or restrictions by compliant Western world and other lawful countries. The victims' families also encouraged to file torrents of civil claimants suits against the former Rivers State Governor and 12 other key perpetrators. The countries of EU, UK, Canada, Brazil, Israel, USA, and others are called upon to take special diplomatic note for the purpose of internationally blacklisting and isolating the key perpetrators generally mentioned or listed in the report. Now, this is the report I've just read. So, they are calling for these countries of the world, civilized world, to blacklist these guys, Wike, Tญี0ՈＢŁÂ, and 11 other key perpetrators of these heinous crimes against humanity they committed in ÒbÍbò. Of course, the ÒbÍbò massacre, the infamous ÒbÍbò massacre, of course, it was carried out by Wike, who is currently the Minister of the FCT, has been appointed by Bola Tinubu. Now the guys, these international organizations, they're saying, look, that the government of Tinubu should, sack Wike now and arrest Tญี0ΟΠŊɁ and others for this crime. You have seen it. So we are supporting them fully. Yes, let the families continue to fight suits internationally. 102 persons missing. They have been traced to jail, dungeon across Nigeria, particularly northern Nigeria. And so this is crime against humanity. It must not be swept under the carpet. Wike, Tญี0ΟΠŻɁ, and others must face the punishment they deserve. Yes, they must face it. They must face trial, and they must be prosecuted to logical conclusion, locally and internationally. The civil group said they will not rest until justice is